You may not know it, but Leonardo da Vinci gave us the key to understand cancer. Leonardo da Vinci was an Italian polymath, one of the brightest men in history. We now saw his famous paintings like the Mona Lisa or his inventions, but could you tell me how he contributed in the study of cancer? The answer is the Vitruvian Man. My name is Maria Rosselló. I'm a PhD student in genetics, and today I will talk to you about my thesis and how the Vitruvian Man helped us to understand cancer. The Vitruvian Man. In this painting, what Da Vinci wanted to highlight was that there are certain human proportions that are maintained. If we pay attention to the painting, we can see that in the square, the height of the man is the same as the span of his arm attaches to the sides. That applies both to the man in the painting and any of us. You can try it. But why is this happening? This is because when we are developing, our body has specific mechanisms to maintain proportions. For example, the hippo pathway, the center of my thesis. This mechanism senses how packed cells are in the body. If cells are too packed, the pathway restricts their growth. That's why we are born and we grow with arms of the correct length. And when we are adults, what happens to this pathway? When we are fully developed, we don't need to grow anymore, but we have to maintain the structures of our body. For example, all cells must die, and when the hippo pathway has a key role in it. When its pathway is off, old or defective cells do not die, and they can grow without control and accumulate. And yes, that's how a tumor forms. The first step in cancer. What I'm studying is why the tumors appear when the hippo pathway is off. To that aim, I'm using an incredible animal model, planarian. They are tiny freshwater worms with an amazing feature. They can continually growth and degrowth according to food intake. They never get fat, and they always maintain their proportions. As you can see behind me in what I told, the Vitruvian planarian. That's amazing, don't you think? We thought the same. How is this possible? Well, that is because they have a huge amount of stem cells that continually are controlled by signal, as my best friend, the hippo pathway. We observe that and we eliminate the function of the pathway. Planarians continue changing their size, but they develop tumors. This provides us an amazing model to understand tumor formation and changes associated with this condition. Currently, I'm working in trying to understand the relationship between tumor formation and cell metabolism. This investigation could lead to better understanding on how tumors arise and to develop new strategies to find them. Who would have told me when I was studying Da Vinci at high school that he would be the inspiration of my thesis? It's kind of curious and funny, but you know what? What motivates me every day is not curiousness. Is that I realized that amazing animal models allow us to understand the basis of development and help us to save human lives. Thank you for your attention.